Hey, it's Edge 4006. I was doing not so much a review, but just more of a talk about different home defense ammunition for your pistols. I have a variety of little ammunition here, starting from 45, 40 Smith & Wesson, 45 ACP, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 357 and 9mm Luger. Let me start on the thread here. We got Ranger 45 ACP. These are Ranger T's, other known as kind of the Black Talon. They're pretty much identical, but they don't have the Luminox coating on them. And that's that first bullet right there. I'm going to show you the differences in all those right now. The second box here we got, of course, PDX1, stuff you can get at Walmart when it's available. And then lower that is Critical Defense from Hornady, 45 ACP with the flex tip. Pretty good stuff. Again, you know, kind of tell which one is which. Just moving over, we have Federal ammunition. These are hollow points, jacketed hollow points. These aren't Hydra-Shok, but they're round. You can buy these. I picked these up at Walmart. Buddy might give me a box too. This is what the Border Patrol uses, or did use. I'm not sure anymore, but this is what they've used in the past. These are issued to law enforcement, and that's that particular run right there. It has a really, really deep hollow point cave to it, which I'll try to pick up a little bit later. These are a great round. I'll get into those and go a little more detail. Right here we have Winchester. These are white box, but these are bonded hollow points. These are pretty cool because they're basically PDX1. It's just they don't have the fancier nickel-coated jacket on it. They have the same bullet though. I think the grain's the same too, and or the powder charge in as well. But basically, you can get these at a bulk price. Not a bulk, but instead of buying 20 rounds, you can buy them in 50. I think it's coming 20 or 25. I'm not sure. I haven't bought those in a while. Moving over, 357. Got Hornady, Critical Defense. These are some kind of cheapies I bought over at Academy or Monarch. 357 mag. They are hollow points. There's not much to them though. They're basic. Of course, they'll do the job. But when you want to go higher end, of course, you go Hornady there. And then you have Blazer. I got those at Academy. Yeah, I picked those up at Academy. They're aluminum jacketed, or aluminum lined jackets that they have on them. They're kind of neat too. They're hollow points, and you know, I've never done a ballistic test. I don't have the setup to do that kind of stuff, or to be able to see what they look like on the back end. I haven't seen a review on those, so that would be interesting. Maybe someday. And then finishing on 9mm, what I have here is Winchester PDX1 hollow point plus P. I imagine a lot of you guys have those. They're very common. It's a great self-defense round. It is plus P, so check your pistol. If you choose that ammunition, you can shoot that. And here I got some magazines from my 1911. Different ammunition. The one that I am carrying, I like to carry the most, is the Ranger T. PDX1. This is a little variety that I have here. This one has a Golden Saber, about 5 or 6 Golden Sabers, like PDX1, and I think some Corbon hollow points that are on there too that I have left over. I'm probably gonna end up shooting those just to test them out, see how they feed. Corbon does pretty well. Let me show you this around here. This is a Ranger T, and again, if you look, a lot of people say, you know, you hear some guys at the gun store will tell you, well, basically the PDX1 is a Ranger T. It's not exactly true. The hollow point or the weld that's dug out in this one is a lot deeper, or more deeper in my opinion, than the PDX1. PDX1's good, don't get me wrong. It's right here. They look very similar, but when you look inside the PDX1, there is a difference in the way that the core, the way the petals come out. This one does petal up and does do somewhat like claws, or if you want to call them talons or whatever. Not as much though. It stays more uniform because it's bonded. Move over to the next one. This is Hornady. It's really good stuff. The Hornady. The only problem I had with it is case setback from cycling the rounds and chambering them. Eventually they will go in. They got to the point where I had chambered them to where they were so bad you could see dimples in the case lining you know, like a ring from where where it gone in on the, they call it the mouth of the case or whatever. And I sent the Hornady, and they did send me a whole brand new pack back. I think I only shot like 7 of those other ones, and they sent me a whole new box. So these I'm going to keep for, I guess, whenever I need them. I have 1 box of that. I have these in my Pro Ordnance. These are Hydra-Shok low recoil from Federal. Little hollow point there, but they also got like a pin inside. These are pretty good bullets. The business end of it's pretty nasty, from what I understand as well. The one thing about the Hornady I will tell you is that what you get because of that pedal is uniformed mushrooming every time. They're very good. I've heard some people having problems with denim with them, but I don't see that. Not in my experience. But then again, I haven't shot anybody. So, yeah, or shot it into some material where you could find out. So I like channels like TNT Outdoors, I believe. He has a channel where he does all that stuff and shows you the end results of the bullets, which is pretty neat. This is the 40 Smith & Wesson from Federal I was telling you about. And let me show you this right here. See if I can get the zoom in here. These are really good for the money, and they're great bullets. I don't have many problems with them firing them. They're really the hollow point is pretty deep in here. These are great. They're not bonded, but I've never heard of anybody having any problems with them. I know you don't see a lot of YouTube videos on this ammo because it kind of comes and goes. I haven't seen it in a while, but then again, all ammunition for the most part right now is hard to find. And like I was saying earlier, these are PDX-1. They're not PDX-1. They come in this white box, like I was telling you earlier. A guy has a video on one of these where he bought a case of it, and he got a really good deal. These were, I think, made for the military or law enforcement, something like that. And what they ended up doing is, I guess they ordered too much, and you know, you wouldn't think right now you hear about the federal government taking up all ammunition, but they ordered too much, so they ended up selling it to, I guess, distributors, and it's out there when you can find it. Like I said, they're PDX-1. They just don't have the fancier nickel coating on it on the jacket, but same projectile, and I imagine the powder charge is still the same as well. But it's this one's also pretty good. Bonded bullets, you know, they don't fall apart, they hold together. That one, I've seen some pretty good reviews on the PDX-1. If you combine them at 50 rounds, I think this thing was going for like $20 a box for 50 rounds. They're $22 if you get them in the PDX-1 box. So you more than double your count for the same amount of money. So I recommend that. Getting into 57 here. This first one is that Monarch. It has PPU brass on it, which is pretty partisan. It's a pretty good hollow point. You know, soft lead tip. This would make a mess of you. Yeah. But and with the revolver, you don't really have to worry about, you know, feeding or anything. So it's always good. It's a little more. Of course, this is the premium ammunition, I guess you'd say I have in this particular category. Is 357 as well from Hornady, and this one is flex tip. Shiny and pretty. It's pretty good stuff. It does bite you though, as far as when you're shooting. It lets your hand know that, you know, you are definitely shooting a gun. 357 on snub nose is tight and does hurt after all. You don't shoot a couple boxes of those typically. And this is the Blazer ammunition. I didn't see Blazer before. I've never seen it at the store until recently. Seems like it's because I guess everybody's just scarce to get ammunition, that they're just buying it from wherever, and you're getting a bigger variety of manufacturers, at least I'm seeing here. Again, this is hollow point as well. These are the aluminum cases. I don't think you can reload those if you want to. But that is good stuff as well. I've shot these, they shoot well. And last again is the 9mm from Winchester PDX-1. These are plus P. So if you do want to shoot these, you need to make sure that your gun is rated to shoot plus P ammunition. These are pretty solid bullets. I haven't seen too many bad reviews on these. Some people say that the PDX-1, the only real bullet there, that some people's opinion is the PDX-1, the only really good bullet they made is the 40 Smith & Wesson. The 45, you know, it gets caught up, it gets filled up, plugged up, so it ends up acting like a standard full metal jacket. I've never done the test. I've seen the ones on YouTube, and I've seen that. So some people say stick with Federal Hydroshock, or what's the other one that they're always talking about? It's Corbon. It's popular Magtech, and CCI Gold Dot, Spear Gold Dot. Plus P ammunition is the one. So a lot of people talk about 45 that they're fond of. When it comes to me, my personal opinion, the Ranger keys are the way to go if you can find them. I usually have to pick them at a gun show. Every now and then you will see them online still. But that is my preferred bullet. If I could stock up, good, decent amount, maybe 1,000 rounds of it, that was the one I would stock up on. And again, like the Federal, that ammunition you can get when it's available. It's plentiful. I would stock up on that one as well. Same thing with that White Box Winchester, bonded hollow point, basically PDX-1. Stock up 1,000 rounds on that if you can. And between these three, I would probably pick the Hornady. I know it's prettier, not only that, but it's good stuff. I've seen reviews on it that can attest to that. And 9mm between the PDX-1 and probably Federal Hydroshock ammunition as well, maybe even Plus P is where I'd probably go if I was going to stock up on some ammo. So, like, what's his name? I mean, right now I wouldn't be buying ammunition in bulk. I'd wait till the prices go down. Hopefully everything's going to settle down. Maybe in a month or so you'll be able to buy ammunition and go shooting. When I was at the Ranger, I noticed there weren't a lot of people. Mind you, that we are having Fiesta Week in the town that I live, and that tends to absorb a lot of people's income, so they go spend lots of money on beer and food and all kinds of stuff over there. But the range was kind of quiet, and I think a lot of that also has to do with the fact of that there isn't a whole lot of ammunition to buy from, and people are waiting and saving up their money. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Just want to do a little home defense ammunition video. Sedge 4006 signing off. Fight the good fight, man. Keep your groups tight.